Speeding? Recording in progress. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spies are out.
It's
Must be
I just
calm.
turned I don't know, it started talking to me today. I turned down when I started, the meetings are always recorded and we put them up on the website, and today it spoke to me and told me this. I don't know if it has to do with us renewing our contract, or it's some new feature they added to it, but
Probably a new feature that they decided not to tell us about. Either that or it's the Comcast cops.
So John, was that a bear in your backyard, or he's moved since you
It sure was
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
oh really? It looks like a big one too.
It was. He
Hey,
destroyed
Yogi.
2 feeders.
Boo-boo.
Wow.
So he looks pretty big. I mean, full grown big, or
I think he still was growing, but when he ran across the ground, you could hear him thumping. So that's how heavy.
Wow.
John, I had a neighbor that I didn't like, so we put bird feeders up along the property line.
What town is that bear in?
Hamden, almost in Munson.
Yeah. He's a
Well,
nice looking animal.
Oh, he was nice. I mean, I actually walked out on the deck. He was down on the ground. And I was banging on the table, but doing it just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I said, you know what? They do move fast.
When they have to. Oh, sure. Yeah.
I think I heard somewhere they can do a 30-mile-per-hour burst.
Yep. Yeah, they can.
I saw a bear scoot in the woods off of Route 2 in Templeton. That was a big boy.
we had one walk through the neighborhood a couple of years ago. And he was a good sized bear. My neighbor across the street and beside me have both lived in town for 60 years. And they both said it was the very first time they've ever seen a bear in the neighborhood. And he just walked between houses and then continued on. And it's the first and only time. Although my neighbor across the street said he saw a coyote the other day, and that's something we haven't seen either before in this section of town.
Where I am, my backyard is basically conservation land. And yeah, I've had deer in my yard. I've seen coyotes having a feast in the field back there, turkeys. What else have I had? Fox. I actually got a picture of an owl that decided to perch on the power lines right next to my window.
Well, that's cool.
Wow.
And it was amazing. The thing was just sitting there, just checking out the world and everything. And I was looking for my camera. I couldn't find it. So I grabbed my phone and got a picture of him just as he turned his head and looked at me.
Wow.
So it was pretty amazing to see something like that, because usually they're nocturnal.
Well, this is about the time that young owls are leaving the nest. So you might have seen a naive owl. They breed in February, and then they mate in February, and then they have nests. And so this is about right. This is about the right time for owls to be leaving the nest. And that might be what you saw.
Actually, I think when I got him, it was towards the end of winter.
Oh,
It was
I
an
thought this
adult.
was just yesterday.
No, it was an adult.
Oh, yeah.
We have coyotes here in the neighborhood, and whenever a ambulance or fire truck goes by, it just sets them off. They start howling for minutes.
I get that in the middle of the night. I'll wake up from a sleep and I'll just hear these things, and it sounds like a fierce dog fight going on.
That's something I haven't heard here. We were camping in Thousand Islands about 17 years ago, and in a tent in a campground. And I remember waking up one night and it's like, that's not dogs. And then my son, who was little, and my wife were like, what is that? And I think, oh, they're just dogs. Just go back to sleep.
Hey, if you said coyotes, they'd be sitting on top of the car.
Oh, no,
right.
hopefully not yet. We're going to give it a few more minutes, see who else pops in, and then we'll get going. And this will be a quick meeting.
I got regular turkeys coming through, deer. Just because I've got a lot of woods behind me.
Hmm.
and I was enjoying the turkeys.
Tasty.
But the bear
dinner?
took care of the feeders, so they won't be back.
We were at
Okay.
Wednesday late morning, we were at KC1V's house in Summers, and he had I think it was 1 or 2 turkeys sitting on the fence in the backyard, and he's got a yellow lab that's in the fenced in area. Turkeys, the dogs are running around and the turkeys are up there watching him, and he thinks they were nesting nearby. He's got some woods behind him too, but they were eating the birdseed.
I saw this great cat take off after the tom turkey a day or two ago. I said, man, if that cat ever caught that turkey, that cat would get torn apart.
Oh, with the claws and.
Oh, the turkeys have that talon in the back, and that's their defense.
If anybody is interested, 6 meters is open right now to Europe. I just worked with G. I'm hearing France and a couple of guys from Norway. I'm an EI.
Speaking of Europe and 6 meters, who's the one that says that climbs towers?
Chris is W1TRK. Where is he? He's right here.
If you feel like coming up to Leominster, Lunenburg, let me know. My
You
rotor
might-
quit.
Ah.
Need a
How
passport?
high is your tower, Ray?
Yeah,
It's a 50-footer.
I could do that.
Yeah, well, me, I've got my tri-bander is tilted at about a 20-degree angle. It's, it's like this way. And I can only move the rotator less than 90 degrees. That's it.
What kind of rotor is it?
It's a Yaesu.
Oh, okay. Like the
And-
G800?
I think so. It's the ones that we used at WRTC. I don't know if you're familiar with that. But yeah, it let go on me. And I got a friend that, well, he may want a professional job, but he's looking to get a tower put up, a house mount. And I think somebody else up here. We got nobody that climbs towers out this way.
Well, if you buy him a car, he could be up there tomorrow afternoon.
Ah, well, doesn't the T run from Northampton over to?
Take the bus all the way there with all my climbing gear. Oh, man.
Your eyebrows.
So what town do you need somebody to climb a tower in?
I live in Lunenburg.
Yep,
That's-
you're right. There's nobody out there. Yep, just thought I might know somebody, but no, I don't.
That's what, north of Worcester, northeast of
Yeah,
Worcester? Or
north of
northwest?
Worcester. Yep, we're on the top end of 190.
Well, if you buy us lunch, I'll haul him out there someday.
Hey, I'll throw on the grill if the weather's good.
If I may hop in, 2 tower climbers, I know K1RX Mark, who's in New Hampshire, who will come down, and Matt KC1XX, who is expensive, but he's another one.
KC1XX. I'll
Yeah,
have
Kilo
to-
Charlie 1 X-ray, Matt.
He does it commercially though. He's not free.
He's in business with this. K1RX does it as well, and he is more reasonable in terms of cost. So shoot him an email and ask. If you're members of YCCC, you can also put out a request on the YCCC reflecting about tower help.
Yeah,
Is-
actually, I worked with Mark with WRTC.
Okay.
Is
well,
Mark also in the business?
I think he
um,
used to be. He's retired now.
He's retired, he does it, but I won't say he's in the business. But he certainly knows what he's doing.
All right, we're gonna get things rolling here, guys. There, you got some leads there, Ray. Chris will do it
Yeah,
for free.
thanks.
Or
But-
very, very low cost.
There you go.
Beer and
Anyways,
pizza.
Hey, pizza, like I said, I'll flame up the grill and we'll make a party out of it.
We'll make it work. If you need a ride, Chris, we'll make it work. Just give
Yeah,
me
we'll
enough
figure something
enough
out.
notice. All right. Good evening, all. Thanks for joining us tonight. Beginning of what looks to be finally a nice weekend too. I'd like to ask everybody to turn off their phone ringers, to put their dogs in the other room, and turn off their TVs. And if they have loud family members, to close the door and leave them on the other side of the door, and so on. Ken, do you remember the dates for the 10-meter net? Now that we're going on a once a month schedule, I forgot to write them down.
I got him here. Oop, turn the light on.
Google, turn the living light on.
Somewhere.
Yeah, the 10-meter net is going to once a month for June, July, and August, taking basically a
Okay.
summer break. And go ahead, Ken.
All right, 6/14, 7/12, and 8/16.
When in August?
8/16.
8/16. Okay. So let me see. So in another 10 days, we'll have we'll do the June one, and it'll be broadcast around. But so don't expect us on every night, every Monday night during the summer. So a little vacation for net control, and as everybody gets busy, you don't have to worry about checking into the net. You can go do other things. Let's see, is Aaron AA1 or KF1G here? I thought I saw him check in.
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay, the bear.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything to announce for Franklin County?
On Monday, the 14th, we're having a guy from Parks on the Air, Vance Martin, talk about, he's got some plaque event, and he's going to come and talk about Parks on the Air for a little while after we get done talking about Field Day. So that's what we've got. I don't know if we're actually having a field day yet, but we're going to talk about it.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, if it falls through, you're welcome to come down and join us down here too.
If it falls through, I am going to be there very, very quickly. It's one of my favorite things. So if we're not having field day, I'm having field day with you.
All right, well, that's good. And one way or the other, everything will turn out. Okay, great. Thank you, Aaron. Anybody have any questions for Aaron and the Franklin County Club? And Aaron, can you just throw out the website for the club?
Sure, it's fcarc.org.
If anybody's interested. They're just a little north of us in the Greenfield area as such.
The .net is the one in Virginia, so it's .org.
Okay. Well, maybe Jackie's interested in the one in Virginia. I don't know. Okay, so first thing to knock off here is we have elections to do, and since we're not in person, obviously everything's going to be a little different. But the current board is interested in continuing as is, with myself as president, Marcel AA1WH as vice president, and he had some family matters to take care of tonight. Dwayne, who's doing a great job as treasurer, KC1FQV, who's listening but not no video tonight. Paul, NF1G, as secretary, and he's out of town. I think he's at one of his grandkids' graduation. Ken, who's doing an amazing job with the newsletter. The last newsletter was 27 pages. He's our new newsletter editor, and he's doing a great job. John, K1VOI, returning again as membership, and he's doing a great job there in Hamden when he's not wrestling bears. Najim's continuing as technical guru. You're over there. And Gary is our AA1UE is our program director, and he'll be announcing the fall lineup hopefully very soon. So what I want to ask is there anybody that would like to run for a position? So far, nobody has mentioned anything to me, but if anybody present here would like to run for a position, can you say something and let me know? And if we don't have anybody that's interested in running for any of these positions, I'd like a show of hands minus the current board members if you approve of the current board. So if you can wave your hand in front of your camera and we'll see. And I guess, is there anybody that's opposed to the current board? Oh, of course, Frandy. Okay, great. So the existing board is voted in, and we thank you very much. And if you're interested in being part of anything that's being organized or whatnot with the club, we've got a few people that are active, but they're not in the board. They don't want a position, but we value your help. So if you want to, I'm sorry. Somebody say something. Okay. So if you want to help the club in doing something without actually having a assigned position, we welcome you and we'll find something for you to do. We've got people, well, before Ken was doing the newsletter, he was doing publicity for the club. We've got another ham who's helping Ken write articles for the newsletter, and a few other people. And of course, Vanessa does the amazing job on the website. But if you want to help, and we welcome your participation, and we'll find something for you to do if you don't have something specific in mind. So that's always open at any time, not just during June elections, but any time of the year. If you have an idea, something you want to do, if you have a meeting idea, contact Gary. If we're always open to new ideas, and especially if it benefits the members of the club. Oh, somebody's got a radio on. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Let's see here. All right, so as everybody knows, we're doing field day this year. I just talked to Chris from the Agawam Parks and Rec today again, and he has reconfirmed, because he wanted me to recontact him, that we are a lock for the School Street Park in Agawam for field day from Friday afternoon, June 25th through Sunday afternoon teardown. We've got our usual position. We have access to the men's and women's room will be open from the School Street side of the park. And I believe the other bathrooms on the other side will be open also. But either way, we have, of running hot and cold water, excuse me, and flush toilets, which everybody appreciates more than, more than, the blue hot box. But anyways, we're looking for more people to help us. If you have had your vaccine, you are welcome to join us. If you have not been vaccinated, we don't want you there. It's as simple as that. We think it's the safest way to work with field day this year. And so if you've been vaccinated, you're welcome to join us. Masks are not a requirement. If you feel uncomfortable, you're welcome to wear one, but you don't need to. We will have antibacterial lotion, and we will have Clorox wipes around. But generally it's going to be field day as normal, as long as you've been vaccinated. We will be starting our setup at 1 o'clock on Friday the 25th. We need more volunteers to help assemble the antennas. We're going to be setting up a 40-meter beam and a 20-meter beam on 2 of the military towers. Chris, W1TRK, is our towered antenna guy, and he'll be making sure everything goes up safely and everything. So if you're available and you like doing hardware stuff, and come and help us put the antennas together. It's always a lot of fun. It's always hot. You want to add something to that, Chris? Okay.
No, I'm all set.
Okay, so it's 1 o'clock, Friday the 25th. Come and join us, put the antennas together and the towers together, and getting the 2 towers up. We're going to be running 2 alpha, 1 station on 20-meter sideband, 1 on 40-meter sideband. In between, we might be doing a little CW if we have enough operators other than myself doing CW on either one of the two bands. And I'll probably run my own computer and my own interface for that, for the CW. But
Larry,
yes,
this is Pete, 1RM. No promises, but I haven't been on field day in about 15 years. And I might be encouraged to come up for an hour or two on Saturday.
certainly.
How are you doing operator scheduling?
What I'm asking for is if people want to operate, if they want to operate certain times, like if you know you're going to be there between 4 and 6 and you want to operate 20 CW or 20 phone, I'll schedule you in for that period of time, or 40 phone, or whatever you want to do. We'll schedule you in for that period of time.
What's
Or
phone?
if you want to operate CW, more power to you. That's great. We'll set you up with that. We'll
on,
take over the
Larry.
station and convert it to CW, which is good.
Oh,
So
my Lord. Okay, well,
send me an email. Let me know when you want to
yeah,
go.
let me do that. And it's not gonna, yeah. This is my mic, guys.
I can do that
Oh,
too.
my.
I've got
Sorry.
Wrong key.
anyways, drop me an email. Tell me when you think you're going to be there. We can set up a CW station. You can key it manually or you can key it through the computer. I'll have
Okay.
either set up.
All right.
So also looking for operators from 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon to 2 p.m. Sunday. Somebody contacted me and said, I'll be there at night. I'll operate from 10 to 6, which is great because most of us are usually dead by then. So if you want to come at night, you want to come in the afternoon, you want to come in the morning, come and operate from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. while everybody's waking up and trying to recaffeinate their bodies and get them moving again. Whatever you'd like to do. We also are doing a hamburger and hot dog dinner Saturday night. If you want to attend, I need to know so we buy enough food for you. Otherwise, we'll just buy, a random amount and for those that are going to be staying over at night. So if you're going to be attending, please let me know. My wife, it looks like, is going to be head cook again. And we're looking for people to bring in to go with food also. Saturday morning breakfast and Sunday morning breakfast, we're going to have fresh bagels and cream cheese from Benson's Bagels. And we're going to have fresh muffins. And, we got to feed our operators and feed our overnighters. So we're looking for help in all aspects of field day. So if you want to operate, if you want to set up, if you want to tear down, if you want to come and spend the whole weekend with us, I'll be there probably from early afternoon Friday through Sunday. I know Chris will be there too. I'll be in my little RV. Chris will be in his tent. Others will be there in their tents and RVs. There's plenty of room for setup. We have the park to ourselves. We'll have the keys to the park, and Agawam Parks and Rec loves us because it brings some good publicity to the town too. So if you want to operate, if you want to set up, if you want to be technical, if you want to do the computer logging network, if you want to, whatever you might want to do, let me know and we'll get you signed up and we'll get you set up. And if you want to come and decide to spend the night, we'll bring your truck in and you won't be the first person to sleep in their truck. We even have ibuprofen in the morning for when you get out of your truck and you find you can't move. We'll cover that too. Let's see here. So if you're going to come to field day dinner, you got to let me know. And we're going to ask that you bring something food wise. If you don't want to bring something, we're asking for a $10 donation. The club is picking up the fee for the dinner. The grill should be working, and I know we have propane in the tank. And we're also having a field day raffle again this year. We're raffling off a Yaesu dual band HT. You can only get a ticket. You only automatically get a ticket if you spend 2 or more hours operating or helping set up. There's no tickets will be for sale. The cost is free, but it's all about the time that you spend helping your club. So if you were at the trailer setup and all that, that it took about a little over 2 hours, you're automatically entered in to the raffle. When you come to field day, if you're going to be doing something, if you're going to be helping, people will be noticing. If you come and walk around and say hi, that doesn't get you entered in. If you sit down and operate, you sit down and you help assemble the antennas, you help assemble the towers, and other things, you will be noticed and you'll get entered in automatically. And because we're probably going to have a much smaller group than we've had in the past, you probably have a 1 in 12 to a 1 in 20 chance of winning this HT. And it's a pretty cool HT. I've already programmed it a little bit, and it's the battery is charged, so whoever wins can take it out of the box and use it as soon as right away. No waiting, and it's very easy to operate. And the HT is worth about $100, so it's a nice little perk for putting your time in for your club. Let's see here. Any questions about field day? Any comments? Anything at all?
Isn't there going to be a fox hunt or something like that
Yes.
going on?
Yes, we're going to be doing a fox hunt at field day also. We'll have at least one of the fox boxes, maybe two. So bring your antennas, bring your HT, bring your attenuators, and try to find the fox box. It'll be in operation somewhere on the grounds of the School Street Park, and extra bit of little excitement. I know Najim had mentioned possibly doing a small class on Arduino. Najim, have you heard much interest in that, or just a few people interested?
A few people are interested, so we'll set it up, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, whoever's got their radio on, can you turn your radio off, please? Okay, cool. Well, as we get closer, we'll lock in what time you want to do that class, and we'll make sure to get the word out to those that are interested. Is there anything else anybody wants to do at field day that we haven't mentioned yet? Anybody want to volunteer for field day? Did you have a hand up, John? No.
I have a request
Well, go ahead, Vanessa.
because I won't be able to attend field day. If somebody films, like we have field day or a prior field day, so if somebody films like the Fox box, the whatever is going on, so we can put a video of about field day 2021 on the
Certainly.
website. I'm sorry, on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, we can certainly do that. And are you, Frandy, what are you doing for field day? You got to unmute yourself. Oh, yeah. You got to unmute yourself. Yeah, well, I can't, there you go.
Being careful not to say anything. Then we're doing a QRP field day elsewhere.
Oh, you're going back to along the river up there up north?
Yes.
Cool. Well, we'll aim the beams up north and try to talk to you.
We'll see how well we can make out at 5 watts.
Well, that's cool. That's good. Maybe hopefully the bands will be open. Anybody have any comments? Gary, you want to bring your satellite station?
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that. I was a little reluctant initially, but it seems like everything's opening up and it's good to get back to normal or whatever normal is. So I'll be there and we'll try to make a couple of satellite QSOs and see if we can get some points.
Cool. That sounds great. I know.
And of course, Jay, I will be there to help eat and to help cook.
Sounds good. I know a couple of years ago you did. You guys were talking through the space station, right?
Yeah, well, we had a actually there was one contact with it, and I didn't make that one, but that's all right. But we had another one where I made it 1 year, and we made our contact. So looking forward to it, and
cool.
Going to be setting the stuff up I think I'm going to use a couple of egg beaters, which might be a little bit of a challenge, but then you don't have to worry about turning a rotor or whatever. So we'll see what happens.
Excellent, excellent.
Always, it's on field day, there's like 2,000 people trying to get into, one satellite at one time. So it's always fun.
Excellent. Well, the club appreciates it, and I'm sure we'll have some people that are interested in it too. And
It's also fun to talk about it. Yeah.
Larry,
Yes.
I remember that year. Somebody had a handy talkie and they were using a handheld antenna. And we got into everybody had a turn, taking turns of talking to the astronauts, saying hello and giving them their own call sign, and just quick QSOs with them.
I don't think it gets any cooler than that. I know I was operating CW and I was watching it all happen. I didn't know what it was until somebody told me a few hours later.
I remember that.
But, okay, cool. Great.
I'll tell you one thing that was cooler than that, and that was watching Marconi's granddaughter talk to the astronauts on the 100th anniversary of Marconi's first transatlantic communication. And here's Princess Electra via ham radio talking to the astronauts in the space station that was stationary over Hawaii. That was just chilling.
It's
to think
amazing,
about that.
amazing what we can do with our radios these days. So.
It's funny what 100 years will accomplish,
Yep.
Anyways, so that's really
Ford
I'm
truck. 100 years.
so. Anyways, so that's field day in a nutshell.
Hey, Larry,
Yes.
what time is stuff being disassembled on Sunday? Because it's possible I could be there.
We usually, the event doesn't end until 2, but we usually start tearing down around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Everybody really starts running out of steam, and if any of the operators are going, then they'll work on one station versus the other. It really depends on what we have for operators, but I would expect probably around 1 o'clock things will start to be torn down, because by the time it goes down much quicker than it goes up, but everybody's usually exhausted by the time everything's done. So 1 o'clock would be a good bet. 12:30, 1 o'clock. Okay. Any other comments about field day? Anybody have any ideas? Anybody want to come and operate or set up or sign up as being there? Okay, cool. We'll do as we do. And Gary, how did things look for the fall season for speakers?
I got actually a couple of YouTubers that gave me a tentative commitment, but I want to nail that down. So, in fact, one of them's in Connecticut, but to be here in person. So, and then there's a few things that will be solid through probably February.
Okay, that's great. I should know. I approached the hospital. I asked about in-person meetings, and they said, that's a very good question. Contact us the end of June and we'll let you know, because they have to appeal to their people. So I think they're waiting to see what really happens with the COVID and the vaccines and everything. But I'm hoping that for September we'll be meeting in person. And if we do meet in person, we're also hoping to set up a Zoom link so that we can be online at the same time too, for those that are either not close enough to come visit us, or those that can't, or those that are not ready to be in a group, or maybe Jackie wants to watch from Virginia. We can certainly do that. But I'm hoping we can meet in person. I guess it really depends how the summer goes, but I might know by field day. I should know by July 1st, or around the first week of July. And I think that's about it. Anybody have any other additional comments or ideas or anything for the club? We don't meet in July and August. It's vacation time, and then we get really set up and running again for September. But field day is the next big thing, and we'd like your participation. And that's about it. And if you live up north, you can do field day with the Franklin County group. Do field day somewhere. It's a great event. It's a lot of fun. It's something enjoyable for everyone, and it's a favorite event for many of us. I think this will be my 36th or 38th field day, and the novelty hasn't worn off yet, so it's still a lot of fun.
I noticed there's field day shirts for sale for $10 from the league. There's a special this weekend.
Yep.
So, trouble is they're going to charge you $10 to ship them.
Well, maybe you can arrange to go down and pick them up. I've had my shirts, I think, since March. I ordered them early. Faye and I always get matching shirts, so we've got, I don't know how many years of field day shirts together, and it's our thing to wear matching shirts. But yeah, $10, you can't go wrong. Or somebody wants to take a bunch of orders and order a bunch for everybody and ship them all at once, or go down and pick them up. It's only 30 miles south of here. And all. Okay, cool. All right, nobody's got anything else to say? One last call.
My regular plug for videos.
Go
Hey
right ahead,
guys
Vanessa.
and
Go.
gals, if you are, I don't know, putting together an off-center antenna, making an off-center antenna, a dipole, a Yagi, a J-pole, whatever you're doing, soldering something, think about maybe making a video. You don't have to be a movie star. So if you put the video, it will be useful for some of the newer hams. So that's my regular plug. And just, do it at like 720 dp, so it's not too bad, or not too big either. And then just send it to me, and it will be uploaded to the club's YouTube site. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. And Vanessa is W1IRL, and she is webmaster at hcra.org. You can reach her there or direct.
Yeah, just send it to W1IRL at ARL.net.
Okay, sounds good. W1IRL at ARL.net. It can be 5 minutes long. It can be 20 minutes long, whatever it may be. We're trying to enhance the HCRA YouTube page. The meetings go there with our guest speakers, and anything else that comes along too. And one last call, and
I got one.
Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, just Foxbox 1 is out. I hit it this morning or day, and so it's out there until the middle of next week at least. I'll give a hint that one of the many places you'll be able to hit it from was Memorial Drive in Chicopee at the intersection of Pendleton Ave.
Okay.
But and on the other hand, Zero Beat, same thing, looking for anybody that wants to contribute any articles, stories, anything along that line, just contact me. KD1KU at ARRL.net.
Sounds good. Yeah, and like I said, the last two issues, Zero Beat, the current one is 27 pages. The one before that, I think, was 21 pages. So Ken's getting some good contribution from everybody like you guys. So the more contribution, the better the content, and the better the content, the more interesting the issues are. And I think that's about it for tonight. Wish everybody a safe and cool weekend. It's supposed to be wicked hot this weekend. So everybody stay safe and hydrate. And I hope to see you at field day. And some of you I'll see tomorrow morning as we take down K1MZ's antenna and tower. And that should go quick. If it goes as quick as we did with Gents WA1CQFs a couple months ago, in 2 hours we should be done. 2.5 hours.
Jackie's waving her hand.
Oh, sorry, Jackie, where are you?
I
Go
am.
ahead.
Would you repeat the location that I might intercept that fox at
Oh,
in Chicopee?
yeah, up on Memorial Drive.
Because I happen to have all my fox stuff here.
Oh, that's
Go ahead.
convenient. The intersection of Pendleton Ave and Memorial Drive.
Okay, thank you.
And I will have Foxbox 2 hidden tomorrow, early afternoon. I haven't had a chance to do so yet, but it will be hidden tomorrow. So we'll see where people can hear that and find that too. And if you do go out fox hunting, Jackie, or anyone, snap a picture of what the fox looks like, or try to get yourself in it and post it up on the fox hunt group, Western Mass Fox Hunters, or the HCRA Facebook page, or wherever, so that tell people that you found it, but don't say where it is. So, all right, good enough. Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Quick meeting. Everybody have a great weekend. Turn on 6 meters, see if you can hear something. I may do so before I crash tonight. And hopefully we'll see you guys at Field Day, or we'll talk to you at Field Day. And thanks for making the HCRA a great year. We had a great year between September and now, and let's hope it's a safe summer and COVID stays away and we all stay healthy. Good night, all.
Good night.
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 Good night, everybody.
Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Charlie, you really should sell that stuff. Oh, he's gone.
eBay.
All righty, let's close this
Hey,
down.
Randy,